Guardian Home Inspection performing sewer line inspection for subject property 30264 Bowsprit Way, Menifee, California 92584. Square footage on the property is 1752, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, built in 2007. The property faces west. I'm going through a cleanout located at the front of the property. The property cleanout is a 3-inch ABS pipe. I have the water supply pipe turned on at one of the bathrooms. Here's that little dump there. The water's on. There it goes, flowing that way. So the goal here is to get to the main city sewer connection. I'm going to zero out my counter, so I'm at 5 feet right there, but I'm going to zero it out in a second. There you go. So back to 0. All right, so on the left number, it shows a number there, -5, -3. So that shows the slope of the camera head. Basically, it's telling me that the pipe is sloped properly downwards or away from the property, and it's heading out towards the street to the city connection. And this appears to be a city sewer connection. So see the number down there, -9, that's good. And I don't want to see plus numbers, +3, +4, +5. Sometimes you will have those numbers, but this looks good. And you can see the water traveling, sloping away from the property with the camera. Appears to be serviceable. The pipe is a 4-inch ABS line, which appears serviceable and which is typical for a property built in 2007. We might see clay because a lot of times they will use clay to connect to the main city connection. So we'll see. Right now, everything looks proper, appears serviceable. Keep in mind, when I do see tree roots, it happens quick. I mean, hopefully we don't see any tree roots, damage, cracks, different types of improper material. But right now it looks okay. This appears to be clay here. That was one of the joints. So see now that we do have clay, which is typical. Like I said, we do find clay, and there's nothing wrong with clay. Clay lasts a long time. You know, they have a few issues with the joints. Sometimes they get damaged because they're clay-based joints that could get damaged, but these appear to be serviceable. Long run here. And I'll have to further review, see if this is clay, because the color now it's looking white. Looks like PVC. Yeah, so it's PVC white. It's not clay. Sorry. But that's one of those things I'm trying to figure this out while I'm going, but it looks okay. So at this point, this is the city connection, the city saddle. Basically, it's telling me this is where your city connection is. There it is. See that? And they call it a saddle because it opens up like a saddle, an oval-shaped type of connection. So everything appears serviceable. Right now, I'm going to flush the toilet to get a nice little flush of a flow of water so we could see. So I'm going to flush this toilet here. I'll be right back in a second. So I flushed the toilet, and I hear it there. So we're going to get a rush of water in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe not. There it is. So I flushed the toilet. Everything appears serviceable, which is great news. I never want to find damage or cracks, tree roots in the line, and this appears to be good. So now what I do typically is we turn the water off and we retract our camera dry. So once the water starts flowing away, so like I said, that's the main city connection there. That's the city. That's everyone else's water supply and or sewer supply that gets dumped into that. That's a bigger line. You see that? So your main sewer line appears good. That's great news. Like I said, I never want to see any issues with this pipe. So this is PVC. This wasn't clay. It just looked different color, but appears serviceable. So now I'm just going to retract my camera and then just retract what I see without any water. I mean, it's still, you still have some residual water that's still flowing. It'll stop to trickle right now. But this is good news. So now I'm just going to retract back. Not much to say here. I know these videos are pretty lackluster, a little boring, but they're well worth it. For the price you pay to get this sewer inspection is well worth it, because any damage with the sewer line, it could be pretty costly, from a spot repair for $3,500 where they have to dig up this line and replace a section of it, to install a liner, which could be like $12,000, $15,000. And then if you have to fix your city connection at the city saddle, that's upwards of $30,000, because you need a special license, certification to dig up a city street. So normal plumbers can't do that. So this is a good thing here, that your line is good. So now I'm keep retracting, and you also have a clean out located at your front lawn. And I put my camera there, and I was able to see the light coming out from it. So it looks good. So now I'm just retracting. I don't see any issues. See, the water has slowly died away or trickled away. I haven't flushed anything. So now that I pull the camera out, I'll just show you that I'm at the same property. That's typical what we do. There's the property right there, front door, for sale sign. All right, so thank you very much. Feel free to call me if you have any questions.